the Democratic Party stand with the workers, stand with the drivers, the teachers, the nurses, the factory workers, the fast food workers, all the people that keep this country running. Stand up with us as we fight against the billionaires and the blatant growing authoritarianism. This is our movement. This is our fight. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win.
There's so many of you, holy cow. Until 24 hours ago, I didn't even know I was standing up here today, so I'm a little terrified. So I'm a single mother of special needs triplets that have complex medical needs. And I just feel fear and anger and confusion because I'm not what Republicans say I am. I don't sit on a couch all day and collect taxpayer money. I homeschool all three of my children. I'm also a parent CNA, so I provide their medical care. I also do an average of 3 medical appointments every single week for all 3 of their care. I also drive all 3 of my children to Philly literally every couple of months for the last 2 years because one of my children had such severe needs that only 2 hospitals in America offer the clinics, and one of them is at CHOP in Philly. So I load up my 3 children, I pull a little trailer that I can afford, and we go up there and stay, and I come back home and I do my other children's medical appointments. And by the way, my esophagus doesn't work, and so my medical health is in question, but I continue to get up every single day and provide for my kids. And until 5 years ago, my children weren't on waivers, they weren't on Medicaid programs. I was working 2 jobs to try to take care of my children on my own. And not only that, from the time I was 14, I've had a job. So for them to say that my children are sucking off the system or I'm lazy and I'm collecting taxpayer money to be able to provide for my children, all I have to say is I challenge you to spend 1 single week with me to see how damn hard it is. Not only that, but somebody who had no power until somebody gave him power thinks he gets to make a decision of what happens to my children's future with the strike of a pen. And so I have to stand up here today, never public speaking in my entire life, never doing anything like this, because I feel if I don't, in a year, my children are going to die because they don't get the medical care that they need because the public insurance companies sure as hell ain't gonna pay for it. So why is my blood, sweat, and tears and doing what Republicans say I'm supposed to do as a parent not good enough? And why am I having to stand here and tell you? How dare you make a decision on what my children's future is going to look like when they're my children? I have one more thing to say, and it might get me in a whole lot of trouble, but I feel like this is my opportunity. Mr. Trump, I'm a pissed off mama bear. I do have a voice. I'm coming, and the people are coming with me.
What's up, Greeley? First of all, can we get another round of applause for Victoria? My name is David Seligman. I'm the executive director of Towards Justice, and my job is to sue giant corporations that exploit working people. And here's what I've learned. Corporations have rigged the system to avoid being accountable to us. They have sought to rig the system to ensure that the power of their wealth isn't accountable to the power of our numbers. Right now, the richest man on the planet is illegally dismantling our government to serve his profits. But the writing has been on the wall for a long time. A couple of years ago, a client came into our offices. She delivered packages for Amazon, 100 or more a day. A coworker told her there's no way to stay on task, no way to meet the company's quotas unless you skip breaks and pee in bottles. She asked how she was supposed to do that as a woman. And the response? Make sure you do it in the back of the truck where Amazon's cameras can't see you. My clients shouldn't be peeing in bottles for the profits of the second wealthiest man in the world, Jeff Bezos. My clients right here in Greeley, meatpacking workers, shouldn't have to live with disfigured hands because of the company's brutal line speeds. My clients across Colorado shouldn't have to pay $100 a month, $200 a month in illegal and hidden junk fees to the richest corporate landlord in the country. My client shouldn't have had to sell her late husband's wedding band in order to pay off medical debt to $1 billion hospital system. And my client shouldn't hear that the next time he asks for a paycheck, he'll get a bullet in the head and a call to ICE. None of this should be happening. Not in the wealthiest country in the history of the world. Not a couple of hours from Aspen, where 100 billionaires own homes. But billionaires have rigged the system to avoid being accountable to us. Amazon says that it doesn't even employ my clients, that they work for third-party middlemen so that when they unionize, Amazon can cut the contract. Corporations pack our terms and conditions, the fine print, with clauses that say we can't hold them accountable in court even when they steal from us, even when they break the law. And they pump money into our politics to try to avoid being accountable to us, even at the ballot box. Donald Trump just named one of Amazon's top union-busting lawyers as the top lawyer for his labor board. Is that what Jeff Bezos' $1 million inauguration gift buys? $1 million that he earned on the backs of my clients peeing in bottles? None of this should be happening, but we can't give up. And it starts right here in Colorado. You know, Governor Polis has threatened to veto the Worker Protection Act, a law that would make it easier for workers to unionize. So call him, tell him he can stand with us, or he can stand with Donald Trump and Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. And it's not just that. We don't need the same old poll-tested, stale talking points. We need leaders with the courage and the vision to hold corporate power accountable. To break up monopolies, to enforce the laws that built the middle class, to protect our planet. And to crack down on the oligarchs that have seized our country and stolen the American dream from us. You know, they have spent billions protecting the power of their wealth. So let's show up with more of us and more of us and more of us and hold them accountable to us. I love you guys.
Introducing AOC.
Are you ready to fight? Are you ready to win? Are you ready to build a better world? Let's do this! Thank you all so much.